about students before they enter into the universities? What are your thoughts on how schools should be addressing a post-affirmative action admissions process and how that all relates to what we've been talking about as it relates to diversity?
Well, universities have an obligation to comply with the law. And so, to the standards that have been set forth by the Supreme Court, universities need to adhere to those. And I don't think it serves anyone to try to find ways to evade them. I mean, we are a country of laws. And I think that if you look at California, we've actually, in our constitution of the state, by a voter initiative, had a non-discrimination in college admissions principle in our constitution for decades. There was an attempt to undo that in 2020, and it failed overwhelmingly. California is not a red state, right? This is one of the most liberal electorates in the country, at least by election results. And yet in California, the voters overwhelmingly voted in the election to keep a principle of non-discrimination in our constitution. And so I think that is all part and parcel of returning to a paradigm of excellence and frankly, upending this corrupted DEI, bureaucracy that is kind of behind many of the more problematic elements of campus life these days.
Would you be supportive of greater congressional oversight of college campuses and college presidents because of what the hearing on anti-Semitism last month dug up and exposed?
Absolutely. I think it's vitally important. We have, as the Education Workforce Committee, which I'm a part of, already begun a broader investigation and oversight. We're looking at how different campuses have been handling these issues. But we need to understand that this is an investment that American taxpayers are being asked to make because even private institutions like Penn and Harvard receive massive amounts of federal funding. And so if the federal government is subsidizing institutions that are then using their resources and their influence to, fan the flames of prejudice and harassment on their campuses, that is a huge, huge problem. But in a broader sense, I think we need to ask fundamental questions about the value proposition of the modern academy and whether, what that investment, that massive investment of American taxpayers is leading to in terms of the return we're getting on it. And so I think that this is a moment where we really need to reflect on the nature of the modern university, what has become of it, how well suited it is for the demands of the modern world, and how we can rethink, the basics of a university education to assure that if we are giving large amounts of taxpayer funds, that it's in service of educating the next generation in a way that is going to be, a good thing and lead to good, results for our country.